We begin with developing news. Attorneys for the Rankin County teen who's been convicted and sentenced for killing her mother are appealing that decision. It's based on information they claim was mentioned during an interview with WLBT. There's just one problem. Their claim is not true. Earlier this week, our reporters interviewed Carly Gregg's biological father, who said she was a wonderful child but had suicidal thoughts at an early age after her parents separated. Days later, Gregg's attorney, Bridget Todd, filed this appeal, claiming that new information from our interview warrants a new trial. Todd alleges that Gregg's father admitted to placing his daughter in equestrian therapy because she was hearing voices. But a thorough review of the transcript of that interview and the reporters who worked on the story reveal Gregg's father never said anything about that. It's not clear why Todd has said these things to the court. We did reach out to her yesterday, but she has not yet gotten back with us. You can read the appeal for yourself on our website, WLBT.com.